Hello, sports fans. This is Kevin Turner, turning you on to the hottest sports network that there is now, Turner Sports Network. Just hitting various points about different sports, different subjects, and different things. First of all, I'd like to start out with saying that absolutely Black Lives Matter. Yes, we need to stay on course and keep putting pressures where the powers may be. Secondly, let's talk about I gotta talk about COVID. It's not really sports, but that's what slowed sports down. We haven't had sports in major sports, at least, in about 3 months now. And yes, it's been very, very depressing. Yeah, I've been hurting, I'll be honest with you. But sports are supposedly coming back. So let's just go sport by sport, just to, as an inclination to what I'm saying. Football, NFL is supposed to be coming back. NFL is supposed to have preseason. Now, as usual, we always hear stuff about the Dallas Cowboys, how well they're going to do. I am so sick of the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, when have they haven't done anything in 35 years, it seems like. Nobody under 25 knows what it's like to be on the winning side, honestly, of the Dallas Cowboys. They happen to be in my division. Yes, as you see behind me, the Philadelphia Eagles, a whole lot more competitive. And what the Dallas fans say? Oh, we have 5 rings. Yeah, well, it's a good thing you don't have bad memory, because those 5 rings were won almost 30 years ago. Give me a break, okay? Now, if you want to just say history facts, we have 3 championships. 1 a Super Bowl, 2 championships before that. So if we want to just talk history, y'all have 5, we have 3. Y'all haven't been relevant in, to me, 100 years. So all the Dallas hype, if you're a Dallas fan, you know exactly what I'm saying is the truth. So let's just stop it. I wish the newscasters and everybody would stop it. It's Dallas hype year after year after year, and they don't produce. So let's stop that. Okay, in our division, it will be Dallas against us, NFC East. Some people say the NFC least, they got all the jokes or whatever. I get it. We haven't had a great division in the past few years, but we will come back to be dominant, the NFC East. So it'll be us against Dallas, and of course, Dallas will choke again. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know they're going to choke. I know we're going to win the division. If they happen to get in the playoffs, what's going to happen? They're going to choke. We know what it is. Come on, sports fans. You know what it is. Other divisions? Okay, let's talk about things that we already know. Tom Brady going from New England to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who would have thought he would leave? Well, I'm going to tell you, I never thought that would happen. But I guess each of them are at a point, him and Belichick, each of them are at a point where I'm going to show you that, I know Tom Brady is saying, I'm going to show you that the reason that we really won was because of me. Belichick is saying the reason that we won was my coaching decision. So I guess that split will help people to see one way or another. If Tom Brady does well and they do well, then they'll kind of say, it might have been time. If Belichick with Jason Stidham, never heard of him, God bless him, because I don't know who he is. But he must be somebody all right, because he's in the NFL. Nobody, when people say NFL, that person's a scrub. You can't be a scrub to be in the NFL. So I'm going to say that point. So obviously he has talent, but I've just never heard of him, never seen him. I think he had four NFL passes. Not a big resume. But, hey, that's another story. So in the NFC South, we have Tampa Bay. Now, last year with Jameis Winston, they didn't win as much. They didn't do that well. But with Tom Brady, now we're expecting them to overtake, well, not weird, but prognosticators are expecting them to overtake the New Orleans Saints. Doubt it. I'm just saying. Drew Brees and the boys, nah, I think they'll win that division. Then we have the NFC West, which is LA, San Fran, Seattle, and I want to say Arizona, but it doesn't matter. They're not going anywhere anyway. Let's just be real. Arizona, hopefully they go 8-8. In that division, very tough. Who do I think will take it? I want to say San Fran. Los Angeles Rams, they did well a couple years ago, but they don't seem to have what it takes to me. San Fran or Seattle. Now, Seattle's always a tough out. Seattle has been proven that they're going to be in the hunt. Okay? Then we have the NFC. What is the division? Don't hold it against me. I can't think of the name of the division. But let's go. We have Minnesota. We have Chicago. We have Green Bay. And if I can't think of the fourth one, that means you're not going anywhere, okay? I'm going to make it easier. You're not going anywhere. You don't even have to play. Just, matter of fact, just pack it in this season. So in that division, it'll be tough. I got to give my thumbs up to Green Bay. Green Bay, they're just always tough, always in the hunt. The AFC now, we have the AFC North. Okay, we have the Baltimore Ravens, where I just originally moved. I moved from Baltimore 3 years ago to I live in North Carolina now. Don't hold it against me. No, I'm kidding. We have the Ravens, we have Pittsburgh, we have the Browns, and we have Cincinnati. Okay, I'll just start eliminating people one by one. Cincinnati, stop it. Okay, just stop it. You're not going anywhere. Let's go with Cleveland. Cleveland should play better. They always play tough, though. They play tough. I give Cleveland credit. But unfortunately, Cleveland, you're not going anywhere. Pittsburgh and Baltimore. That's how it is every year, it seems like. Since I came from Baltimore, but my state is Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, I guess, who do I think is going to honestly win, though? I got to give Baltimore the heads up, but Pittsburgh will make the playoffs. In the AFC East, we have, I think, Miami, Buffalo. We have New England, and we have, I'm leaving somebody out. But if I leave you out, guess what? You're not going anywhere. I'm sorry. I hate to do that, but you're not going anywhere. It'll finally be a good contest this year. I actually think that Buffalo is going to be tough with New England this year. And Miami might try to sneak in there also. Okay, then we have the, what is that? The West, AFC West, where you have, it might not be AFC West. Don't hold it against me. The Houston, Jacksonville. Jacksonville did fantastic last. Houston killed them. I mean, they came in. They came in and did fantastically. They say that Jacksonville. Baltimore said, well, we underrated them. We didn't think they was going to win, so come on now. I gotta be honest. That was my man Lamar, quarterback. But Lamar, no. You don't underrate anybody, especially in the playoffs. I can see you underrating them in a game, but it's win or go home, and you say you underrated them? Nah, bro. Can't give you that. So, but bottom line is, I don't know if Jacksonville. I don't know. It's kind of hard. Tennessee. I'm sorry, and I said the wrong name. It was the Tennessee Titans. Don't hold it against me. Like I said, this is my first time. Tennessee Titans. Jacksonville. I'm sorry. Maybe I mention your name so much because it won't be mentioned much this year. So it was Tennessee, the Titans. they got a strong defense and had that running back, Derrick Henry, weighs like 250, runs fast, outrun you, and will truck you. What? Get in his way. I don't care who you are. You're a defensive lineman. Man, get out of here. Shut up. They still have him, and they have a couple good wide receivers. Tennessee will probably win that division. And is there anybody else I didn't mention? Well, if I didn't mention you, guess what? You know the answer now. No, you're not going anywhere. All right, so basketball starting up again. Yes, now the new format that I like, and I got to see how it's going to pan out, because you have 14 teams from, no, more than that, 16. Yes, 14 teams from the West. West has more balanced teams all the way down, and 9 from the East. Well, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to do some play out, whatever. It's going to wind up with 8 teams. 8 teams. The top 8 teams will go on each side. Now, the prohibitive favorite is the Los Angeles Lakers in the West. Yes, everybody, LeBron, Brown, everybody. Either you love LeBron or you hate LeBron. One or the other. Somewhere in between, but it's either love or hate with him. Anthony Davis. Killer big man. And Kyle Kuzma. Nice. But one thing that's going to mess them up is Avery Bradley, like the defensive stopper. He makes great shots. He sets picks, gets rebounds. He said, hey, I ain't going. I'm sorry. I'm going to be with my family. That's going to hurt him. Then you have my team, which is the number 2, the LA Clippers. Balanced. Ballers. You got Kawhi Leonard. You have George. You have Beverly on defense. They're coached by Doc Rivers. I didn't say that part. Solid. Then you have other teams like Houston. Of course, you have Harden. Now, the good thing about Harden is he can put up 50 points at any given day. But then again, defense, he can also give up 50 points on any given day. Not a good scenario. You have Russell Westbrook, baller. I like Russell Westbrook on offense. I like him on defense. But sometimes he gets a little erratic. Your shots ain't falling, and he, so, I don't know. And the rest of their team, I think it's Capella. Capella's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not down on him. But what I will say is that I don't think if Harden's not scoring, I don't think that they can go anywhere. Then who else do you have? You have Denver. Denver's a pretty solid team. Got Donovan Mitchell and Gobert, who, as we know, was one of the first to test COVID positive, and he was doing things, coughing on the mic and doing all this crazy stuff. People weren't happy with Gobert, I'll tell you that. And they have a solid team, tough coach, Quinn Snyder, tough coach. So they should do well. Then you have Utah's always a solid team. They're solid. I don't know where they'll go, but they're solid. Then you have some upstarts. You have New Orleans Pelicans. Oh man, now they're a team that might sneak up on somebody. You have Zion, the great Zion Williamson, who is absolutely fantastic. You have Drew Holiday, one of my favorites. Wish he would have never left Philadelphia. You have Grant, solid. So you have a lot of great players on that team. You also don't sleep the Portland Trail Blazers, who have Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, and they play good defense. you have you notice I'm naming all these teams in the West because they're pretty solid, and I think I pretty much did justice to most. If I again, you know my motto. If I didn't name you, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. All right, so we're gonna move on. Let's go to the East now. You had the team with the best record in the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks, with Gianni, the Greek Freak. Yes, you got Chris Middleton. You have a solid team. They're solid. They're solid on offense. They play defense. They're impressive to me. They are very impressive. So then you have the Boston Celtics. Very tough. Young and talented. That's really, the Boston Celtics is a team that I've hated the most all my life because they were the ones that used to knock us out more often than not. So no love there. No love for Boston, but gotta respect them. Then you have Miami. Miami, they're solid. Jimmy Butler, wish he was still on the Sixers. Miami's a tough team. Then you have Indiana. Now, Oladipo, which is their star, said, I got to test my quad. I'm like, Oladipo, you've been out for 2 damn months. You haven't checked your quad yet? Your quad ain't all right yet? Get out of here, man. No, I ain't going to say that. Oladipo, you all right with me. Then the Sixers. Yeah, the Sixers. That's my boys. If we play the way we can play, we gonna cause some havoc. We gonna put some people on notice. Remember I said that. I'm expecting us somehow, some way to make the NBA Finals, and then from that point, last year, the defending champs now, Toronto. How did they win? Kawhi Leonard did a fadeaway shot in the corner. The ball hits the rim 4 times. I've never seen that in my life. Hits the rim 4 times and falls in. That's another sad spot in my heart. But that's another story for another day. Then you have who's after Indiana? Okay, you know what I'm gonna say. If I didn't name you, you're not going nowhere. I'll stop there in the NFC East. I mean in the East. So what do I hope it comes down to? I hope it comes down to Philadelphia, of course, in the East versus, I don't care, but just for the record, go ahead, let LeBron get in that joint. I don't care. Let him get in. And what do I think may probably happen? Gotta be honest. Milwaukee. Yeah, I think Milwaukee gonna get in there. And what I'm thinking is, honestly, I think the Clippers got enough firepower to really take the Lakers out. I'm thinking it's going to be a Milwaukee. One team I forgot. I'm sorry. I know they said, "Are you crazy?" In the East, the defending champs. My bad. Hold up. The Toronto Raptors. Man, I was feeling like, I know y'all saying, "Hold up, what? How can out of any team? How you gonna forget the defending champ?" Toronto Raptors lost Kawhi Leonard. Still top 3. I think they might even be number 2. Yes, they are. So they just seem to win. So, I mean, I can't count Toronto out either for real. So, but I think it's going to be Milwaukee and the Clippers and the ultimate champion. Hate to go west, but I think the Clippers will beat Milwaukee in 7, a 7-game series down to the wire. I think it'll be a big shot from Kawhi Leonard, because he just, I don't know, he just does that. He look like he can't play. So, that's basketball. That was football. Let's talk about baseball. Let's not. Get out of here. Not talking about baseball. Hope the Phillies win. Okay, 60-game season. They're one. We don't want to play. Shut up and play, daggone it. So, no, baseball, I ain't going to dish you, but I'm just not talking about you. And now I'll tell you a sport that I really wanted to play, hockey. Oh, my gosh. We have been garbage. I'm talking about the Flyers. We have been garbage for the past 3 years to me. I don't know if we made the playoffs, we got knocked out so quick. By the time I opened the papers, we were gone. So no, I can't give us that. This year we were balling. I was like, man, what? We went from like the bottom to like second. I was like, getting momentum. Then what happens? COVID. Oh, are you kidding me? COVID hit my boys. So I don't know if the NFL and NHL will start again, but I hope they do, and I hope we continue that same momentum that we had. And let's talk UFC. Now I watch it. I'm not a fan, because if I was a fan, I know a lot more. I know a lot more people. I know a lot more understanding. But I'll just say that UFC impresses the heck out of me. But if you don't have too much of a stomach, don't watch it, because people are getting beat the hell up. I mean, it ain't no, you ain't going there taking your mom and say, hey, let's go to a sporting event. No, not the place to take it. UFC is very exciting. It's very interesting. Let's talk golf. That's all right. No, I'm not talking golf. Get out of here. You know, I'm going to tell you the truth. I got to be honest. Since Tiger Woods since he's been a scrub, it hasn't been that exciting to me. Now, because he made excitement. Not because he's black, but he made excitement because everybody was shifting the dynamic, because he was black. Oh, I wonder if and when he's winning against everybody of different persuasion, not white, but you have Asian, whoever. When he's winning against them, then it was like, yeah, more people watched since he's been playing well than they ever had. I mean, 1 year, I think they had more people combined than they watched in 10 years. He has been great for the sport. So since he's not there, like they said in Living Color, hated it. All right, so and let me see any other sports that are somewhat interesting. That's pretty much it. So, I hope my first showing, I hope you liked it. I hope you understand that I'm just talking about something I love. And also, let me say this. If anybody knows Stephen A. Smith, tell him I want to debate him. Stephen A., I want to debate you. Max Kellerman, you too. And anybody else, I'll debate you at any given time. You let me know. Any given time. 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll debate you. Because people say, you know what? You sound like Stephen. I sound like Stephen A. Smith before Stephen A. Smith. I'm older than you, Steve. I'm older than you. I got you about a few years, all right? So, hey, I hope somebody sees it. I hope somebody knows them. I hope somebody sends it to them or sends it to any of them, sends it to ESPN. I'd like to debate any of them. Hey, as always, have a great rest of the day on purpose.